This study provides a detailed account of the exposure types and levels that can be encountered in residential areas near MPBS, contributing to the ongoing discussion on the potential health impacts of RF-EMF exposure. The evidence underscores a significant and growing concern within the scientific community regarding the potential health risks associated with exposure to electromagnetic radiation from cell phones and other sources. The studies and reports you referenced have played pivotal roles in shaping our understanding of these risks, emphasizing the complexity of biological interactions with radio frequency, RF, radiation, and challenging the assumption that non-ionizing radiation is harmless aside from thermal effects. Interphone study, a multinational case control study that found a modest increase in the risk of glioma and acoustic neuroma on the side of the head used for mobile phone calls among heavy users. Hardell Group studies, research conducted by Leonard Hardell and his team in Sweden, showing a consistent association between long-term mobile phone use and an increased risk of developing certain types of brain tumors. Coronat study, a French case control study that observed a possible increased risk of glioma and meningioma associated with prolonged mobile phone use. U.S. National Toxicology Program (NTP) conducted one of the most extensive studies on the health effects of RF radiation in rats and mice, finding clear evidence of carcinogenic activity at non-thermal exposure levels similar to and higher than those of mobile phones. Ramazzini Institute study, an Italian study that supported the NTP's findings, showing an increase in heart schwannomas in rats exposed to RF radiation levels equivalent to those emitted by cell towers. Reflex Project, a research initiative funded by the European Union, which found DNA damage in human and animal cells exposed to RF radiation at SR levels below international guidelines. Bio-Initiative Report, a compilation of evidence by an international group of researchers, public health policy experts and physicians, which highlights the biological effects of RF radiation and suggests more stringent exposure standards. Dr. Henry Lai's research. He has conducted extensive studies on the non-thermal effects of RF radiation, including DNA strand breaks in brain cells of rats exposed to RF radiation. Therabionic treatment. This FDA-approved treatment, which uses RF radiation at power levels significantly lower than those of cell phones, treats inoperable liver cancer through non-thermal interactions. This not only demonstrates the potential therapeutic uses of RF radiation but also indicates that RF radiation can have significant biological effects beyond heating. These studies collectively suggest that the biological interactions of RF radiation include mechanisms beyond thermal effects, such as oxidative stress, ROS production, DNA damage, and alterations in cell signaling. Be RF safe to be sure.